Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Ryan. I'm a full-time eBay and Poshmark seller, and I'm going to go over a couple of things that sold yesterday. This might be just a little quick video, but thought I'd knock something out. So I'm going to use my little cheat sheet here. It's going to be, yeah, just kind of nonchalant. So I'm going to first start with Poshmark because I don't really sell that much on Poshmark, but I did sell something. It is a Polo Ralph Lauren shirt, men's large blue Pima soft touch. So sold that for 15. I didn't make too much on that one, but my sales have been kind of really low. Next over to eBay is an Eddie Bauer Trevix shirt for 15 plus shipping. I picked it up for $1. Pretty good turnaround on that. Next thing, I kind of debated if I wanted to go this low on this one, but were some Dunning pants. They're 32-30, so size. Sold it for $15.99. Next thing was a Holderness and Bourne 2XL shirt. Holderness and Bourne is definitely, I pick it up regardless if there's any kind of logo on it. Of course, it's going to do better if it's a, big golf course or club. Sold that for $23. I think I originally had it at $29.99, so took $7 off. Only paid $5.99 for it. Like I said, I'm just trying to get things moving. Here's an item that I picked up in January earlier this year. It's a Southern Pine sweater and XL padded shoulders. Sold it for $15. Picked it up for $6.50. Southern Pine's definitely not a brand I would probably really pick up too much. But the only reason I picked it up was because it did have the padded shoulders, and I thought it was kind of unique. The next thing I picked up were these Laredo Western boots. Sold it for $32. I had to make a custom box. I should have taken a picture of what the box looked like. It looked horrible. I just did not take in consideration of, one, how tall the boots were, and then how long like the toes were. They were only 9.5 boots, but they just seemed so much longer. But sold those, picked it up for $10, sold it for $32. Nothing crazy. What's funny is I actually did sell them already before, and I accidentally copied a listing that said wide, extra wide, and I was like, I looked and I seen, it's 9.5D, and I copied a post that had extra wide in it. So I reached out to the buyer. They were really friendly about it. They're like, thank you so much for reaching out. I really appreciate it. But yeah, go ahead and cancel the order. So I was like, okay. So I canceled it, recreated it with a better title. And once again, this was an AI generated. So you got to watch out for when you are creating AI listings. You need to read the title, read the description. I've already kind of got burned a few times because of AI created listings. It does help, get a bunch of listings out, but you really got to read through it in case of the situations. And also, if you sell something and you read in the title or the color's wrong or something like that, reach out to the buyer. I am one that will definitely cancel an order if the buyer doesn't reach back. I think one reason my sales have actually been down is, along with that Laredo boots I had to cancel another order for these vacuum bags. I wasn't going to make very much on it, and I pretty much got them for free, but I had it as a 3-pack, and I sold a 3-pack already, and I thought I had more than I did, but when I was searching, I only had 2 left. So I reached out to the buyer. They never reached back, so I had to end up canceling the order for out of stock. I recreated a post just for 2 of the bags. Hasn't sold yet, but I'm thinking just that many cancellations has kind of hurt my eBay sales, but I could be wrong. So the next thing up was a Ralph Lauren boys teal short sleeve shirt. Sold it for $15.99. Picked it up for $1. Another thing I sold was a Maryland football jersey. It's Under Armour. So for 22, I love Maryland's colors. Like their flag is just so cool looking. It's just, yeah, I've always liked Maryland's flags. So next thing in a trade, I got this Dragon Ball Z uh, Xenoverse PS4 game. So in a way, I kind of considered it like $1. I got it for it, but it sold it for $6.99. I wasn't even posted for 24 hours. The next thing, I sold a dress. I don't really do women's clothing, as some of you know, but sold it for $45. I originally had it for $80, but I got it at the Goodwill bins for, $2. So $2 and 45, definitely a good sell for me. Like I said, originally I had it for $80. The price tag, I only pick up women's clothing if it's brand new with tags, and this one did. And the original price tag was like over $100. So, but it's a quick sell. I picked it up a few weeks ago, 45. I'm happy with it. Next thing up was another thing I got in a trade was a Mortal Kombat 11 on PS4. Sold it for $5.68. Promoted listing, and also I think I originally had it higher, but I have an Nifty sends out a 5% off on all my stuff. So after so long, it'll send it out. So that looks like how that went. The next thing I sold was a Polo Ralph Lauren sweater. I picked this back up in April. Sold it for $15. Picked it up for $3. Nothing too crazy there. This one, as soon as I seen it, I was like, all right, this is pretty unique. It is a Sims Grateful Dead Still Your Face t-shirt. So it has the logo of Grateful Dead, but it's by Sims Fishing Company. Sims Fishing Company, if a lot of you know, is a pretty big company, or a popular company, and to have that kind of collab is unique. So I sold that for $21. Next thing up was Little Big Planet 3. Once again, I got in a trade and sold it for $7.99. Another thing I got in that trade was Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Sold it for $6.63. And yeah, so I guess that is the last of the sales for yesterday. So it wasn't nothing too crazy, but they were good, decent sales. I don't know why my sales have been kind of slow here lately. I'm going to assume it has to do with the cancellations here lately. It definitely can kind of ding your account. I hate canceling orders. I hate when I have something and I can't find it. It's really good to have a good inventory system. I mainly do clothing, but occasionally I'll do a little bit of other things, and I think that's where it kind of almost throws me off a little bit, is because with my clothing, everything's so organized, but when I start doing the little miscellaneous items, say the little vacuum bags I got for free, sometimes I feel like I end up misplacing those because they're not in a bin system or even the bag system, and things get kind of misplaced that way. So definitely something I need to get better about. I try to put all my plushes together and things like that. So something I got to do better for myself. But I will say I did finally get approved for Nifty's affiliation program. So I'll put that down below. You can use the code word HOLLOWBOX, HOLLOWBOX, and that will give you a little bit of discount if you have not tried Nifty. Nifty is the cross-listing platform I use, and I use it for my kind of accounting stuff. I use it for my cross-listing from eBay to Poshmark, and I'm starting to dip my toes a little bit in the using it for AI, but I do like the other AI software I use because it gives it kind of a price and it gives me a better idea, I think, in my opinion. But we're gonna test it out, see how I like it, and kind of go from there. I think a lot of with these AI softwares, we're all kind of just learning what works best for us, and I think if one works better for you than the other, then definitely do what works best for you. So I know I'm kind of just rambling on. A lot of people aren't probably even going to make it this far in the video, but if you do, I do appreciate you. It means a lot to me because I do want to start talking to people in the comments and things like that. Right now, there's no one in there, so um, we'll see how these videos keep going. I do genuinely enjoy creating and making these videos. I think it's a lot of fun. So reselling is just a lot of fun in general. So once again, if you made it this far, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment. Let's kind of talk back and forth. I enjoy it, and thanks for stopping by. Subscribe if you can, and we'll see you on the next. Bye.